Well, it's about flopping time. Hello my Fluffs, Lonnie, your Fluff Dragon Overlord here with your one-stop channel for MLP Gen 5 speculation and character creation. If you have a G5 scratch that you need itched, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all theories, ideas, leaks, and reveals on this side of Equestria. Of course, I'm putting all of that aside right now as Season 9 marks the end of Generation 4 and I want to send this series off with the 26 review salute it deserves. Also, holy cow. If all the episodes this season are as well written and well paced as their premiere, then I'm happy. And also even sadder than before to see this series go. Seeing as I haven't put out a review before, I'm going to have to be creative about my format. So first I'll talk about my top 5 muck-ups, or what I wish was better handled in these episodes, and then my top 5 perfections, or my favorite parts of the episodes. Look, I get that the writers were going for a great dramatic hook into the episode and the opening scene is always the hardest to write, etc, etc, but holy cow was this urgent summons a letdown. It would have had the audience changing the channel instantly afterwards had we not already been invested in this show from the beginning and dying to know what happens at the end. This is called a betrayal of trust, you guys. You learn about it in Creative Writing 101 and it's a huge no-no. As in, not even the term learn the rules and then break them applies. Don't get me wrong. I love that Cozy Glow is literally the Darla Dimples of this show. If you haven't seen Cats Don't Dance, go watch it after this video. But I still don't get why a minor was sent to Tartarus in the first place. Especially when caging her right next to Tyrek is only going to grow that tendency to harm society. Just saying, she's a kid, maybe 13 or 14 at the oldest, and not only is she punished like a crime lord, but she's welcomed into Grogar's little clique like she belongs there. The entire time she's on screen feels forced and unnatural. I mean, I know a few adults that shouldn't be treated like adults, but Cozy Glow is, for, reasons. I don't blame Shining Armor and Cadence for giving in when their baby was threatened. As a parent myself, I likely would have done the same thing, if only to bide time until I could get everyone safely away. But the clip where Cadence bursts out of the destroyed crystals like she's actually going to do something, no. It just looked like a show of force to make up for looking like a wimp before. Just give a little bit more effort there, darling. Maybe send out guards to look for any other intruders. Maybe go check the hallways yourself. Sorry, but villain defeated or not, I wouldn't have been able to relax for months. And she takes maybe half a second. I'll discuss Discord's speech in a moment. But can we talk about how nonchalant Sombra is in the background during this whole scene? Discord literally has all the time in the world to speak specifically to each of the main 6, and Sombra doesn't give a fart. I know this guy is arrogant and all, and that's fine, but I'd be annoyed beyond belief that these randos were having this little conversation about dethroning me in the throne room and in front of my face. Just, no one cares. Chuck them in the dungeon or something, man. You don't have to take their crap like that. And then the princesses show up and tell Twilight that everything she was worried about was for nothing. She doesn't have to take over until she's ready. Okay, since when is this realistic? I could defend the princesses when they thrust the crown at Twilight at the beginning, but taking it back again after she was ready? Yeah, I'm with Discord on this one, girls. You can't just give the audience something they've been waiting for since Season 3, and then take it the frick back. It's just horrifyingly terrible judgment. Make a decision already. If you guys haven't seen my video on my issue with MLP and the elements of story, I'll leave it in the link at the end. But Grogar is the answer to my complaint that My Little Pony needed more consistency and omnipresent villains. Could you imagine if Grogar was introduced at the very beginning of the show? If he was the one who released Nightmare Moon, Discord, Tyrek, encouraged Chrysalis to evade Canterlot, if he groomed Starlight to become the next leader of Equestria, if he was training Cozy Glow and recruiting ponies to their cause, this reveal, this episode would be at least 20% more epic. As it is, however, I do enjoy this villain and can't wait to see what he has planned for the finale. This glorious moment of Evily booping Flurry hard on the nose and Sombra's voice won me over to the villain I least liked in this entire series. He still isn't my favorite per se, but I don't hate the guy anymore. The development and his valid threat on Equestria had me grinning from ear to floppy ear. Discord is everything I want to be as a parent and teacher, and everything I wanted Celestia to be in the series, but she wasn't. Being right there in the thick of things so he could stop the threat if necessary, but not getting in the way of growth and development either. His trollish personality was perfectly suited to the job, as the audience can laugh fondly at his antics, rather than severely criticize him like they do the regal and supposed to be responsible Celestia. Again, could you imagine if Twilight had a teacher like this from the very start? One who used to be under Grogar's control and knew what his student was facing? Who could be both powerful and unpredictable at the same time so she could grow and develop and not rely on or question why so much was placed on her shoulders? Missed opportunity, writers, but, you know, hindsight is 2020. I know Sombra not giving a fart during Discord's speech was a muck-up, but it's also a perfection in my book, as it gave this character some much-needed meat to what used to be bare-bones development. He didn't care that he'd failed before. He didn't care that Grogar likely knew what needed to be done. He didn't care that Twilight and company plotted his downfall in his throne room. He wasn't stupid, just aware that his own power and ability to strategize exceeded the known powers of his adversary. Having been used to Flash animation and its limits during this show, I have to say that I was very happy with how pretty the final battle looked. Twilight's main, not just in blocking off Sombra's attacks with growing confidence and therefore power, but while she and her friends were in magic mode, made my artist's heart happy. Aside from the animation, however, I loved the visual development of Twilight as a character, how blocking each strike from the enemy grew more and more effortless. Goes to show how often we aren't afraid of what we can't do more than we're afraid of what we can do. I am ridiculously excited for the episodes ahead, you guys. It's obvious the writers and animators intend to send this series off with a bang, and hoo boy are they ever going to take us for a ride. What are your thoughts on the beginning of the end? What were your favorite and least favorite parts of these episodes? Let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to hear your theories. A very special thank you to my patrons, especially Gigabit the Saved Gamer, whose OC you've seen sneaking around my video like a game of Where's Waldo. If you would like to have your OC played hide and seek with my viewers, see your name featured here, get access to early videos, exclusive commission menu items and discounts, and a ton of other awesome stuff, go to my Patreon page at patreon.com/fluffdragonart, or click the link in the description below. Stay fluffy, my friends. See you next time.